afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Tuesday.
It feels like the middle of August.
Oh, my goodness. You turned the air on?
I did. How about you?
Oh, you had to.
Yeah. How hot? We're in the upper 80s today, right?
Yeah, and that's topping our news today. It's hot, and it's going to stay hot. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is standing by with your weekly forecast.
A clandestine group takes credit for the attack on a pro-choice group headquarters. Our political reporter, Will Keneally, is standing by to explain.
And we're waiting on the jury to give their verdict in the trial of Lori and Alexis Berry. Let's take a look outside. Kind of warm today. The humidity was, it wasn't that bad.
A little less windy. A lot of people are soaking it up and loving it.
Yep, absolutely. But that is leading to a severe weather threat tonight. Dana's in the backyard. We are under a tornado watch.
We are until 9 o'clock. This is for our entire viewing area stretching up towards Green Bay. The storm's not quite popping up on our radar yet, but the ingredients are all there. It is hot, it is humid, and we've seen our wind speeds picking up at times as well. Again, that tornado watch extends until 9. Looking at our Doppler track right now, you can see over the last 3 hours, we've had a little more cloud coverage build in, but still nothing popping up on our Doppler track right now. Over the next 3 hours, it does look like more of these storm chances will develop through our future track, dragging into later this evening. It's 89 right now in Madison. We did hit 90 degrees a little earlier, 90 right now in Janesville, and 91 in Boscobel. Dew points currently in the mid to upper 60s. You can really see where the setup for this front is if we take a bigger step back here. 91 in Boscobel, but in the mid 70s in La Crosse. That cool area to the northwestern portion of the state, but it's very hot and very humid for us in the southern portion of Wisconsin right now. So for the rest of the evening, we do have that tornado watch in effect. An alert day in the forecast for this evening. Another alert day in the forecast for Thursday, when we're expecting another unseasonably hot and humid afternoon. High temperatures will be close to 90 with heat index readings in the mid to upper 90s. Certainly more of a late July and August forecast this week. As far as traffic goes right now, things fairly smooth. No accidents popping up in Dane County along the Beltline. A little slow eastbound, but westbound looks good for us at this time. North and southbound on the interstate in Rock County and Dane County also nice and green. Now from the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, 17 minutes this evening. We will continue to keep an eye on that severe weather threat and have more updates in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then, Dana. Thank you. Someone is saying they were the ones who tried to firebomb a pro-life office in Madison over the weekend, but defining who they are is complicated.
An anonymous group called Jane's Revenge claimed responsibility and threatened more action. Will Keneally is here now with more. Will?
That's right. So Madison police say that they are working with federal authorities to determine if this claim is legitimate, but MPD gave no other updates. The post was originally found by a reporter with the Dutch investigative journalism group Bellingcat, in which the group Jane's Revenge takes responsibility specifically for the vandalism in Wisconsin. The statement goes on to read that, quote, as you continue to bomb clinics and assassinate doctors with impunity, so too shall we adopt increasingly extreme tactics to maintain freedom over our own bodies. This is not the first time violence has been committed in Wisconsin over the issue of abortion. Since 1993, abortion providers in Wisconsin have been targeted 6 times by either arson or stink bomb attacks with butyric acid. This from data compiled by the National Abortion Federation. With the possibility of more action if the Jane Revenge post is real, we'll have more coming up at 5 on what this means for Wisconsin.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you. The fate of an Iowa County mother and daughter accused in the death of a teenager in their care is now in the hands of the jury.
Jurors received the case of Lori and Alexis Berry just after noon today. The prosecution and defense made their closing arguments following a week-long trial.
Our Brady Mallory joins us now with a recap of the case and what jury members are considering. Brady?
Well, the two face a felony charge of first-degree reckless homicide as a party to a crime in the death of 13-year-old Sayla Caden, who was living in the Berry home when she died in 2018. A forensic pathologist ruled Caden died from suffocation and a pattern beating with blunt force, and also believed more than one person was involved in her death. Caden's parents sent her to live in Mineral Point with the Berrys due to behavioral problems at home. The Berrys say Caden had been fake fainting as part of her acting out and had been intentionally falling down the stairs. They said on the day Caden had died, they thought she was again faking an injury. But prosecutors argued that that was not consistent with the injuries Caden suffered. The defense for the Berrys argued prosecution did not prove the Berrys caused Caden's death.
Sayla had issues with food, with tantrums, with lying and stealing, all of which was expected at the time she came to live with the Berrys. What she did not have was a history of self-injury.
But there's nothing, even in Dr. Steer's testimony, that tells you beyond a reasonable doubt that those were abusive injuries. He can't even tell you to what percentage he thinks he's right. I guess at the end I got him to agree it was 51%. 51% really isn't close to beyond a reasonable doubt.
We will update you when the jury reaches a verdict in this case. We have an in-depth look at the case on our website, channel3000.com.
Brady, thank you. 2 men charged in Madison's first homicide of 2022 have been bound over for trial. Damone Cummings and Ahmed Galtney both appeared in Dane County Court today for preliminary hearings more than a month after a deadly shooting outside of the Dane County Jail. Cummings is facing 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide and 1 count of possessing heroin with intent. Galtney is facing 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime and 1 count of vehicle operator fleeing, eluding an officer. Police describe the deadly shooting as, quote, a premeditated and pre-planned targeted incident. The men are both being held on a $1 million cash bond.
Baby formula has been one of the many items in short supply during the pandemic, but just recently, the problem has gotten much worse. Shelves across the country are empty, and many stores are now putting limits on how much customers can buy. According to Date Assembly, 40% of baby formula products were out of stock during the week of April 24th. That is up from just 11% at the end of November.
Yes, we have received some reports of the shortages being here in Dane County for those WIC-approved formulas. But ultimately, we've been able to help folks find the formula that they need. So, again, encourage people to give us a call if they do have issues with that.
Supplies were hit hard in February when Abbott Nutrition recalled certain batches of popular formula brands after reports of infants getting sick. The company was also forced to shut down the plant where the products were made. Since then, formula has become scarce and prices continue to climb. Manufacturers are ramping up production, but it's not clear when the shortages will ease.
There's a new 385,000 square foot automated shipping facility for FedEx Ground in North Madison. FedEx Ground held a ribbon cutting today at their newest facility in the Madison area. The state-of-the-art workplace will employ more than 400 team members and has an output of up to 15,000 packages per hour.
Save some cost by not going to the next destination point. Kind of like Southwest Airlines. We go from auto satellite directly to other parts of the country from A to the destination.
In the past 6 years, FedEx Ground has added nearly 43 million square feet, the equivalent of 1.5 square miles to its network, including more than 65 new fully automated facilities. More than 97% of FedEx Ground's average daily package volume travels through an automated station each day.
Ukraine's ambassador to the U.S. met with federal lawmakers today as they prepared to vote on a massive Ukraine assistance package. President Biden has warned weapons shipments to Ukraine would halt in days if Congress does not approve the new funding. The House is voting as soon as today on nearly $40 billion in additional defense and humanitarian aid for Ukraine. That's almost $7 billion more than President Biden's initial request.
This is a large package, but the need is great and time is of the essence. After the House passes the legislation, it is my intention for the Senate to act on it as soon as we can.
Discussions are underway between the House and Senate appropriators on the crafting of the package. It needs to be clean of extraneous matters directly related to helping the Ukrainians win the war.
An attack on the port city of Odessa destroyed a shopping mall, killing at least 1 civilian. Heavy fighting also continues in the eastern region of the country. Top U.S. national security officials told lawmakers Russia and Ukraine are at a, quote, stalemate.
President Biden says his administration is tackling inflation to help lower costs for American families.
He also took aim at congressional Republicans as inflation takes center stage in the run-up to the midterm elections.
Deborah Ferone has the latest from the White House.
President Biden told Americans he feels their pain.
I want every American to know that I'm taking inflation very seriously, and it's my top domestic priority.
The president blamed the pandemic and Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine for soaring inflation as Americans take another hit at the pump. Gas prices reached a new record overnight, according to AAA, now averaging $4.37 for a gallon of regular.
You got to figure it out. You got to pay for rent, food. It's hard.
President Biden announced no new policies, but touted his move to release 1 million barrels a day from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. He's also asking Congress to pass clean energy and vehicle tax credits and boost fuel economy standards. President Biden says congressional Republicans will make things worse on the wallet.
Their plan is to raise taxes on 75 million American families, over 95% of whom make less than $100,000 a year.
Republicans pushed back.
Pointed his finger at everybody else other than himself, and the American people are sick and tired of it.
Inflation is quickly becoming a top issue heading into the November midterm elections, and some economists warn that even if prices subside, there still could be some long-term effects.
I do think the pandemic will fade, and I think of the worst of the fallout of the Russian invasion of Ukraine on our economies behind us, but it's not going to could get back to anything we consider to be normal very quickly.
The latest consumer price index is due out Wednesday, and economists predict the report could indicate a slight decrease in inflation over the past month. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen told lawmakers today the inflation outlook remains uncertain, adding that lockdowns in China continue to impact supply chains.
We are learning new details about how the manhunt for an Alabama inmate and the corrections official accused of helping him came to an end. Police cornered Casey White and Vicky White, no relation, in Evansville, Indiana on Monday following a chase. Casey White, who is facing a capital murder charge, surrendered. Authorities in Evansville displayed guns found inside the vehicle driven by an escaped Alabama inmate and the corrections official accused of helping him. Authorities say if U.S. Marshals hadn't rammed the car into the ditch, the standoff could have ended very differently.
He said that he was probably going to have a shootout at the stake of both of them losing their lives.
Casey White, who was in prison for attempted murder and is facing a capital murder charge, surrendered. Police say Vicky White shot herself and later died from her injury. Authorities say the couple had about $29,000 on them when they were apprehended. Casey White signed a waiver of extradition and will return to Alabama.
The Bucks are heading to the Middle East for the first time ever. Today, the NBA announced Milwaukee will take on the Atlanta Hawks in 2 preseason games in Abu Dhabi. The games are the first ever NBA games played there. This is the second time in 3 years the Bucks will have played outside of North America. The team played Charlotte in a regular season game in Paris in 2020. October's games are a marquee matchup of last season's thrilling Eastern Conference Finals, which the Bucks won in 6 games. And I think they play Boston again tomorrow night.
In Boston.
That's right. Tied up 2-2 right now.
At the Garden. Well, it's a snack for a giant, or at least that's what this thing looks like, an enormous spear of asparagus. It's called a century plant, but it's related to the asparagus we buy at the grocery store. The owners of this house in Houston planted it in his front yard a few years ago. It appears to be about 2 stories tall and is still growing. This kind of plant can live for up to 30 years, but it only produces flowers once, and then it dies. It only has a few weeks left before its big goodbye. It may not be a giant beanstalk, but folks here seem happy to enjoy this front yard fairy tale while it lasts.
Very cool. I've never seen anything like that.
I haven't either. Well, still to come at 4, something awe-inspiring can actually change your life.
When we come back, UW psychologist Shyla Murgain will join us to talk about the power of awe when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
My sister's managing a lot, including her type 2 diabetes, but she's found new ways to stay on top of it all.
Once weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C, and it can help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
My dad risked everything to start a little construction company. He was the welder, and my mom drove the dump truck. Nothing fancy about that, but it was theirs. I'm Tim Michaels, and I'm proud to follow in his footsteps, growing the business from a few hundred employees to today, over 8,000. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who knows how to get things done, create jobs, and how to lead. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor.
Tim Michaels for governor. Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Welcome back, everyone. Peloton is running out of money as it fights to make a turnaround.
The at-home fitness company reports quarterly sales tumbled 15% compared to the same quarter a year ago, and it lost $757 million last quarter. It also reported it had $879 million in cash at the end of the quarter. It prompted the company to borrow a significant amount of money to keep operations running.
Well, May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month, and motorcyclists have been anxiously awaiting the warmer weather to get here. The Dane County Sheriff's Office wants to remind motorists that motorcycle safety is a responsibility of all drivers. Motorcyclists are encouraged to take a safety course regardless of how long they've been riding. Madison College has motorcycle safety courses that teach real-world skills and strategies as a foundation for safe motorcycling. As you can see, our Josh Spreiter there did it for the first time
Not here.
today.
This is
No, this isn't him. Yeah, they'll teach you skills and defensive riding tactics that could take you years to learn on your own, along with what safety gear is recommended.
Get ready on the front side, pre-planning and plan for your ride, and honestly, make sure you get home safe. Classes will help you to do that. Even if you've been riding for 20 years, I'll bet you there's some things that you haven't been thinking about.
The Dane County Sheriff's Office encourages drivers to keep your eyes and ears open for motorcycles. Look twice before you change lanes, and always check your blind spot.
Pop artist Andy Warhol's famed 1964 silkscreen portrait of Marilyn Monroe set a record at auction last night. The piece, Shot Sage Blue Marlin, sold for $195 million, marking a record for a work by an American artist sold at auction. The sale broke the previous record of $110.5 million set in 2017 for a 1982 painting by Jean-Michel Basquiat. Stocks attempted a comeback in a volatile session. The Dow Industrials lost 84 points, closing at 32,160. The NASDAQ, however, managed a 114-point gain. The S&P 500 tacked on almost 10 points. The pandemic may be entering a new phase, but the decline in mental health is accelerated by the pandemic, and that continues.
But there are moments that we all encounter that can change our perspective and show us something much bigger than ourselves.
UW Health distinguished psychologist Shyla Murgain calls them moments of awe that can literally change your life. And Shyla joins us now. Thanks for being with us today.
Hi, Shyla. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
What is awe?
Well, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I wanted to talk about an important aspect of mental health, and that is awe. Awe is something that, it's a feeling that we get when we come across something strikingly vast in complexity, scope, or number, that it alters the way we understand the world. It can be found in nature, or beauty, man-made wonders, goodwill, or even a newborn baby can bring you into that state of awe, and it literally shifts our perspective from that tunnel vision, like looking up at the night sky, tunnel vision, looking up at the night sky like through a straw, into more of actually seeing the night sky, panoramic vision, that expansive view of something that is much larger outside of ourselves.
And can that honestly have implications for your well-being? It can make a big difference in your mental health, because so many people are really struggling now.
Absolutely. It literally forces us to revise our mental models of what is possible in the world. And there are some important implications for well-being. First, it fosters a feeling of connection to other people and to the planet. And as a result, we want to act more collaboratively towards that greater good and act more kind towards one another. And one interesting study found that awe above other emotions, other even positive emotions, when people experienced awe, they experienced lower levels of a marker of inflammation in their bodies. So it promoted both better mental health, but also physical health.
And you mentioned that the moments of awe, a lot of them are big events. Are there things that happen every day that aren't so
awesome?
Yeah, just the story you did about asparagus, that was awe-inspiring. And awe experiences are around us all the time. We just have to have new eyes to see it. And it's springtime, almost summer here in Wisconsin. So go out and watch a sunset, or listen to a beautiful piece of music, or get lost in a piece of art, or watch children play. And in that we feel more creativity and wonder. And we open up to the great mystery of it all and see with new eyes, and we can use that energy to patiently and consistently work towards the goal, and you'll be in awe of what you can do.
It's small things that make a big difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Shyla, thanks for being with us. You're experiencing awe with your newborn.
How old is your daughter now?
Yeah, she's 11 weeks, so every day she's learning something new, and I'm just in awe of her. Yeah,
well, you look fabulous. You don't even look tired. So it's amazing, and we can't wait to meet her.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Shyla.
Still to come at 4, it's one of the best restaurants in the world. It's called The Single Thread.
We'll find out what makes this Northern California restaurant so special coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
Are you tired of your outdated kitchen, wear and tear on your cabinets, stained countertops? Then pick up the phone. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Avoid a lengthy remodel, stay under budget, and transform your kitchen in as little as 2 days. And now it's our home makeover event. Save $750 on a cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. Senior and military discounts are available, but call during this program and we'll double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project with 24 months interest-free financing and double it to a $200 Walmart gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless, because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
Even liberal fact checkers say Democrats have repeatedly lied about me. Now they distorted my record on the tax relief I got for more than 90% of American businesses. The truth is, because of my efforts, small businesses like these on Main Street were able to stay competitive with the big guys. I held firm so that all businesses got tax cuts, allowing them to grow and create good-paying jobs. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
It started somewhere between a cuddle and a struggle. It's the side hug. Tween milestones like this may start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then, too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for others, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Welcome. Hi.
Now, as the dad cab, it's my cue to help protect them.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next. Ask their doctor about HPV vaccination today.
Take a look at this. Timber! Look at this landslide near Seward, Alaska, caught on camera by a bystander. Rubble from rocks and trees have stranded the Lowell Point Resort community from Seward, the closest town. No one was injured, just inconvenienced with the main road shut down. Water taxis are now being used. The road expected to remain closed for an indefinite time while geologists assess the area to determine how to safely proceed.
Wow, the video is incredible, though.
I like the car backing up.
I know.
Like,
Nope. And the squad car turns around. That's something.
Crazy video, very dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Wild to see out there.
And those occur around the Mississippi River around here.
Yes. When we have those high rain events, the ground gets too saturated, already pretty saturated close to the river. So yes, we've had a frequency for landslides closer to the river.
Something else to put on the list.
Yeah, today it's the heat and the humidity, and you're watching maybe a chance for some storms later.
Yes, and this is a really weird setup. The model's not really liking how things are lining up, but the ingredients are all there for a severe potential later on. So we'll take a closer look at where things are kind of starting to pop up and where we might see some storms later this evening in just a few minutes.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Fall in love with your kitchen with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens.
I said, I want that wow factor. Make sure I get the wow factor. And so when I saw it when they're all done, I went in and I said, yeah, wow, it looks good.
Choose new cabinet colors, hardware options, and countertops installed in as little as 2 days. And now it's our home makeover event. Save $750 on a cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 12 months and get a $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. Senior and military discounts are available, but call during this program and we'll double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project with 24 months interest-free financing and double it to a $200 Walmart gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Is price inflation costing you way more now for food, shelter, and basic expenses? Is paying credit cards and high debt now getting harder? I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Call Geraci Law to see about Chapter 7 or 13 to eliminate or consolidate as low as $275 a month. On your phone, from your home, or old school in person. 0 down to start. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, it was a sunny start to the day that really helped things heat up, and now a little more cloud coverage. Still a little unstable outside for us. We do have a tornado watch in effect for our viewing area until 9 p.m. At that point, it does seem like things will start to back off. We have to look further north right now for any storms starting to pop up. We don't have anything on our radar in southern Wisconsin. Closer to Rhinelander right now, a severe thunderstorm warning. And then in the eastern portion of Iowa, a small cell just outside of Prairie du Chien, but no warnings with that. Again, for southern Wisconsin right now, we do have this tornado watch in effect, but no storms popping up for us just yet. This is all right along a cold front driving through. That line from that storm in Rhinelander really lines up with that line just outside of Prairie du Chien right now. So we have this warmer air in front of it today. This is going to continue to drive in, sink a little further southeast, and fuel that potential for storms to pop up over the next about 6 hours. But right now, things not quite there just yet. All the ingredients are laid out, but we aren't seeing that trigger happen for those ingredients to really start mixing. Temperature-wise, we're still in the mid to upper 80s. As we look ahead to about 6 o'clock, you can see that line where the wind converges starting to slice into the area, and that's where we'll be looking for those storms to start to pop up along it. This continues through the evening. We'll have the potential for some stronger thunderstorms mixed in and that isolated threat for a tornado with that line passing through up until about 9 o'clock. Now by tomorrow morning, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s to start off our Wednesday, and we might see a few isolated showers or thunderstorms for us on Wednesday with another warm afternoon. Temperatures expected to climb up to the mid to low 80s. By Thursday, high temperatures will climb up yet again close to 90 degrees. So while we're not looking at a severe storm threat for Thursday, it is going to be hot and humid outside, unseasonably hot and humid. So in another alert day in the forecast for us on Thursday, heat index readings in the afternoon will be in the mid to upper 90s, something that we usually expect to maybe see once or twice over the course of the summer in late July and early August. In fact, average temperatures throughout the summer in Madison never do get to 90 degrees. So this is unseasonably hot for us for the month of May. Highs tomorrow in the low 80s. It's going to be very warm and humid outside. We could see an isolated shower or thunderstorm pop up for our Wednesday. Now for Thursday, plan on sunshine. That alert day in the forecast due to the heat will be close to 90 for afternoon highs. In the mid 80s on Friday, pulling back a little bit. We continue to pull back through the weekend, but temperatures will stay above average until we get into the start of next week. More shower and thunderstorm chances expected for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Will stay humid with that temperature trend above average through the weekend. For the start of next week, partly sunny skies. Will be in the mid 60s, mid to upper 60s for us for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with overnight lows staying close to 50. Now by the end of next week, we could have some more shower and thunderstorm chances popping up, but in general, it looks like we'll finally hit a drier stretch and certainly a cooler stretch after once we get through the next few days for us. So right now we're in the upper 80s. We did hit 90 degrees today, so a record-breaking afternoon, and we're keeping a close eye on the radar. Those ingredients not quite mixing just yet, but we do have a tornado watch in effect until 9 o'clock for our counties, and the whole point of the watch is to watch the sky, right? To watch our radar, to make sure you have some way of getting weather alerts, whether it's your phone, your weather radio, your television, on hand throughout the evening.
It's a watch.
Exactly.
And if nothing happens, I mean, we're watching it.
We're watching it. We're watching it. Exactly. The ingredients aren't mixing yet, and I would much rather have people be weather aware and be prepared than not. I would much rather have this conversation and not have anything come up than the inverse of that.
Yeah. Right. And I'm putting this snow shovel away from the deck.
Well, now then you know it's gonna.
We'll have a conversation in a few weeks, and it's your fault. It's your fault if it happens.
Keep an eye on things for us.
Thank you,
Thanks, Dana. Single Thread in Northern California's wine country was named one of the 50 best restaurants in the entire world last year.
Chef Kyle Connaughton serves Japanese-inspired cuisine created with ingredients grown on the restaurant's own farm, run by his wife and co-owner, Katina.
Lily Luciana got a taste of their exquisite cuisine and discovered how they're expanding their reach.
What do we have here?
These are our spring peas.
In the heart of American wine country, instead of a glass of Chardonnay, you'll find the freshest peas, pods, flowers, and all, straight off the trellis.
I love these flowers. Are these edible too? Or
They
do you
most
use them?
certainly are.
Katina and Kyle Connaughton's new farm property is home to bees, chickens, fresh vegetables destined for the kitchen, and a host of flowers.
Something we love so much about the kitchen is that they're not trying to manipulate the hard work of the farm. They're really highlighting it and celebrating it.
The couple's path to 3 Michelin stars began when they were teenagers.
Were you always passionate about food?
Yeah, well, we had this long vision being together since we were teenagers, and we had this dream, and we fell in love with this area, and 17 years later opened a restaurant about a block away from where we first really kind of dreamed about one day having a restaurant here.
Have we always loved food? I'm pretty sure we have.
Yeah.
It has been a remarkably successful journey. They spent years learning their trades in Europe and Asia, and their time in Japan especially had a profound influence on their culinary style and the taste from Single Thread's acclaimed kitchen.
I am so excited.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited to cook for you. This is inspired by a tres leches cake, which is like our favorite dessert.
Well, it's my favorite dessert too, for sure.
So this is like a savory version of that. Just start in the middle,
not afraid.
all the way down, get a little bit of everything.
At the table, it's quite the ride of color, flavor, and texture.
This was completely expressing itself in my mouth.
Yeah.
It really is an expression of so much, so many flavors.
But recently, that achievement has been fraught with speed bumps.
We certainly are no strangers to crisis management.
From wildfires that forced people from the region to the pandemic, lockdowns caused them to pivot to sending out farm fresh veggie boxes and preparing meals for first responders, frontline, and farm workers. Then, just as Single Thread was getting back on its feet,
We had a fire in the middle of service in the middle of our exhausts all the way through from the stove up to the rooftop, and it's closed us down for 2.5 months of repairs.
What is it that keeps you guys moving?
It's resilience,
Yeah.
it's tenacity, it's the punk rock teenagers that still live deep within us.
Yeah.
they're putting their past setbacks behind them and expanding, settling into their new 24-acre farm and welcoming new clientele to their second location, the plant-based Little Saint.
We wanted to do something more casual in our community that had more accessibility for locals and visitors, and that you could visit more frequently.
The Connaughtons' life together is a lesson to us all. Perseverance, passion, and positivity underscored by their lifelong love story.
Our whole life revolves around our work, and we're so passionate about it. It is such a mutual appreciation for what each other does.
Is there a single thread, or are there more?
Is there a single thread? Well, no thread is just one, really. It's a series of fibers woven together, and I think that is very true to who we are as well.
Lilia Luciano, CBS News.
You know, it's not fair to run that story this time.
I was just going to say,
So
now
hungry.
we're so hungry. I know. That was beautiful.
That's worth the trip out there, I think.
Yes, very much so.
Well, coming up next here on Live Before, Consumer Reports helps us save some money at the grocery store.
And then coming up next hour at 5, we provide a little bit more background on the man charged with homicide and child sexual assault. We'll have that story coming up at 5.
We've shown some of our neighbors and friends, that have come by, and they really like our kitchen.
It's clean and it's bright, and I really like it.
They're all soft closed doors and soft closed drawers. It's pretty cool.
Get soft closed doors and drawers, new countertops, and Lazy Susans, all installed in as little as 2 days with Mad City Kitchen's cabinet refacing services. And now it's our home makeover event. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 12 months and receive a $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. Senior and military discounts are available. And listen to this. Call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project, 24 months interest-free financing, and double it to a $200 Walmart gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more. Crazy commutes, crowd control. Have a nice day, Alex.
Thanks, Sal.
Taking the stairs, that's how you do more with Dupixent, which helps prevent asthma attacks. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. I can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows. We've done the runaround.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different. The experts guided us through every step of their no-pressure process.
We really loved their educational approach. Next Door and Window helped us understand what was right for us.
They have a totally different approach to doors and windows. They made the window and door replacement process simple.
Call 844-600-NEXT to get 50% off your installation.
A mysterious group is claiming to be responsible for Sunday's firebombing at a Madison pro-life office. At 5, what we're finding out about this dark web organization, plus an examination of past attacks against both pro and anti-abortion groups.
A tornado watch is in effect for all of southern Wisconsin until 9 p.m. After a day of record heat and high humidity, a round of severe thunderstorms is possible. An alert day is in the forecast for Thursday for more heat and humidity. I'll be tracking the storms at 5.
Then at 6, a deeper look at how many child abuse and neglect cases have slipped through the cracks and why it's happening.
Well, there's a pretty shot. San Diego.
Wow.
On this Tuesday, 66 degrees.
Oh, I was just going to say, I bet we're warmer here than in San Diego.
I bet we're warmer than Las Vegas.
Oh, that's a gorgeous shot. Wow.
Well, you've no doubt noticed that your recent grocery bills have taken a bigger bite out of your wallet.
Prices are creeping up all over the store.
But Consumer Reports has some tips to help you save money in the supermarket. Here's Leah Lynchide.
Stephanie Dominguez is focused on making healthy meals for her family. As prices at her local supermarket climb, she's found that planning every meal in advance pays off.
Meal planning definitely helps me save money because I am being conscious about what I'm eating and what I'm going to be purchasing, so I do not overbuy.
Stretching your dollar at the supermarket is worth the effort. Some approaches to saving will also lead you to eating healthier. Let's start in the store. A well-thought-out list will help keep you from impulse buys. Try replacing some of the meat in your diet. Dried beans, peas, and lentils are far cheaper than animal proteins, and they're packed with nutrients. Legumes are a great base for dips, bowls, or salads, hearty stews, and veggie burgers.
Beans are a source of fiber, a nutrient most adult Americans don't get enough of. And getting protein from beans, rather than red and processed meat, can protect against certain cancers and other chronic diseases.
Eggs are another nutritious staple. Use them in breakfast burritos, lunchtime omelets, or a savory dinner pancake, and benefit from their vitamin and protein power.
Consumer Reports has found that store brands are often comparable in taste and nutrition to name brands.
And store brand foods and beverages can cost 20 to 25% less than the name brands of a similar product. If you don't already check unit prices, try it. It's this per ounce or per pound number next to the full price. At almost $5 less per quart, this larger bottle of olive oil is a better buy. A store loyalty card not only gives you easy access to coupons and specials, Hy-Vee Festival and others let you earn gas rewards, and Amazon Prime members get special discounts at Whole Foods. For News 3 Now, this is Leah Lynchide. Happy shopping.
And Consumer Reports also reminds us that your freezer is a money saver.
Actually, a family of 4 can save about $2,000 a year freezing large quantities of foods on sale or in season and then building meals around those foods.
Past the legumes.
Yes.
All right, when we come back, COVID cases nationwide are on the rise, but the death rate is down.
We'll find out why cases are going up and what's causing that with UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
More than 50,000 satisfied customers have trusted Mad City for their home improvements. Family owned and operated, A+ rated with the BBB. We'll give your kitchen a brand new look for less with cabinet refacing installed in as little as 2 days. With colors like Cascade White, Copernicus Oak, and Natural Maple. Plus add soft close doors and drawers, countertops, and a new sink. And now it's our home makeover event. Save $750 with interest-free financing for 12 months and receive a $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. Senior and military discounts are available. Plus, last chance to call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,500 on a cabinet refacing project. 24 months interest-free financing and double it to a $200 Walmart gift card with purchase. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
This does not look like a discount sofa.
It's not. Everything I sell is quality furniture, and I give you a discount. Bob's discount.
Interesting. I'll remember this for as long as I live.
Bob, you look so young.
Do you remember?
It's not discount furniture. It's quality furniture at a discount.
Bob's discount.
Get Bob's discount!
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
My dad risked everything to start a little construction company. He was the welder, and my mom drove the dump truck. Nothing fancy about that, but it was theirs. I'm Tim Michaels, and I'm proud to follow in his footsteps, growing the business from a few hundred employees to today, over 8,000. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who knows how to get things done, create jobs, and how to lead. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor.
Tim Michaels for governor.
No accidents popping up for us right now. The Beltline eastbound just a little slower. Westbound doesn't look so bad for us currently. Things picking up as you get closer to the interstate, and north and southbound on 3990 in Dane County, all good. The same goes for Rock County and for downtown Janesville right now. A lot of green popping up. Also a lot of construction icons. We're getting into construction season here soon. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes. Middleton to Sauk City at 16 minutes. And downtown to Sun Prairie, an 18-minute commute for us this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Dana, thank you. Police in Texas are looking for a burglary suspect who say it was caught on camera stealing a homeowner's lawnmower, but not before he gassed it up and mowed the victim's lawn. Like the whole thing, front and backyard. Lawnmower later found abandoned, but the interloping landscaper is still on the lam.
He mowed the lawn and then stole the lawnmower.
Yeah.
Okay.
All but two states are now, yes, all but 2 states are now reporting substantial increases in COVID cases.
Not Wisconsin, unfortunately. It's Oklahoma and Colorado. But cases nationwide are up 50% in the last 2 weeks.
Hospitalizations are also up, but the good news is COVID-related deaths are down about 12%. UW Health's Chief Quality Officer, Dr. Jeff Potoff, is here with his weekly visit. Welcome back.
Hi, Dr. Potoff.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
These numbers are a little unsettling.
They are. I think the game is a little bit different this time. So with the BA.2 subvariant, we would expect some cases to go up. That's happening. What we're hoping for is that hospitalization curve stays a little bit lower compared to other surges where we didn't have that protection. A lot of people were end up in the hospital. So I think this is something that we'll continue to see. Cases up. Hopefully hospitalizations and deaths, they stay a little bit lower.
So what does that tell you? If cases are increasing, but deaths are dropping?
What that means is that immunity in the community is better than it's been in the past, and that could either be derived through vaccination boosters. With the recent Omicron surge back in February, January, February, that probably affords some people some natural immunity. The hospitalizations, death not increasing would suggest that is there, that there is some protection. As time goes on, we'll have to see if that holds. Does that immunity hold? With vaccination, you can artificially increase that. For those who are relying on natural immunity, unless you get infected again, you don't get that guarantee.
Is this surprising? I mean, we're not wearing masks, we're gathering in groups, we're going back to normal?
It's like a fifth COVID wave that's gripping the country, and everybody is...
It's like, okay, well...
Right.
Yeah, I think that lack of more severe disease has folks a little bit more at ease, but, if you wanted to know if masks and distancing worked, I mean, now is a good example, because now we're not doing those things, and we are seeing cases increase. I think likewise, though, with these Omicron variants, our protection against no symptoms at all is less. So folks who are even vaccinated, the likelihood of having symptoms if you come in contact with COVID is higher. So I think you're seeing some of that too, as these more contagious variants are causing symptoms.
Well, the Madison School District is still the children are still wearing masks in school. That's one of the only districts in the area that extended the mask mandate. Do you think that's a good idea?
I think if you have children in that school who are unable to be vaccinated or they're a high-risk population, that does help. It reduces transmission. I think for other folks, it's really that balance between the inconvenience of having COVID, even if it's mild because you're vaccinated or you've had COVID. And where that gets to be a problem is not so much with people sick going to the hospital, but the ability to do things, have extracurriculars or hold performances. Sometimes you find enough staff are out where you can't do those things, and that might be an indication to put in some mitigation if they're struggling with that.
But this seems like the opposite. It's summer, we're outside. The guys say it's going to get worse when we go inside, but it's getting... There are hot spots.
There are hot spots around the country, and what we don't know is, if this was December, like maybe it'd be worse than it is right now. Like maybe this is better than it would be. Typically in the summertime, folks are more outside. There's more, air circulation and things like that. But COVID's proven to be a pretty tough bug. Unlike a lot of our other seasonal respiratory viruses, this one seems to do okay in the summer.
The Northeast is one of those hot spots, and they're one of the most tested, vaccinated, and boosted areas of the country, very similar to Dane County, and they're still having a huge spike in cases.
I think one of the things that you see here is those areas who do the best at mitigating the waves before, where the risk was much higher, they're now more susceptible to these late waves because there's less people who've been exposed to COVID recently. They're vaccinated, they're boosted, but they are susceptible to these mild symptoms. So that might be another reason. Whereas other areas of the country that took away a lot of those mitigation strategies, a larger proportion of that population has probably had COVID recently, maybe just a little bit more protected.
Fingers crossed on the hospitalizations.
Yes, let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
Jeff, thanks for being with us.
Good to see you.
See you next week.
You bet.
Well, the final check of your forecast coming up.
To celebrate Salonpas Day and our mission to improve people's lives through topical pain relief, we invite you to try our powerful, long-lasting patch. For muscle and joint pain, get your free sample at trysalonpas.com.
Imagine never having to clean your gutters again. Andrew Larson here, and you don't have to dream about it. My team would love to show you what a new gutter shutter system can do for your home, protecting its foundation and keeping you off that ladder forever. Gutter Shutter is the strongest, most durable, high-performance gutter system on the market, and it's the best bang for your buck. Right now, get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new Gutter Shutter system. Call now to set up your free estimate.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win. Yes! At 5, Brandy will stream her first concert and gain her first band. Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on. After all, we're the nationwide network built by locals for locals. U.S. Cellular.
Even liberal fact checkers say Democrats have repeatedly lied about me.
Now they distorted my record on the tax relief I got for more than 90% of American businesses. The truth is, because of my efforts, small businesses like these on Main Street were able to stay competitive with the big guys. I held firm so that all businesses got tax cuts, allowing them to grow and create good-paying jobs. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
A shadowy organization claims responsibility for Sunday's arson attack on a Madison pro-life office. What we know about Jane's revenge and the warning they issued.
A tornado watch is in effect until 9 p.m. for all of southern Wisconsin. Dana Fulton and I will be tracking storms on radar to keep you safe. Need to know what the traffic is like before you hit the road? Get the Channel 3000 app now, and I'll tell you where the trouble spots are and how to get around them.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
We have a tornado watch in effect right now for southern Wisconsin. That goes until 9 o'clock. Now, my good news, most of the area is still dry. We do have a small cell just outside of Prairie du Chien, the eastern edge of Iowa County, but otherwise we are in a watching and waiting state. So that's why that watch is in effect. It's a good evening to stay weather aware. Make sure you have a way to keep alerts either on your phone or weather radio nearby through the rest of this evening.
If you have advanced non-small cell lung cancer, your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, tests positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Together, Opdivo plus Yervoy helps your immune system launch a response that fights cancer in 2 different ways. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more time together, more family time, more time to remember. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about the combination of 2 immunotherapies, Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
My sister's managing a lot, including her type 2 diabetes, but she's found new ways to stay on top of it all.
Once weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C, and it can help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
In today's Final Touch, a new art exhibit at the Edmonton Zoo in Canada features some of nature's most majestic creatures.
Not in real life, though, but in real Legos. Legos are taking over some outdoor spaces at a zoo in Alberta. It's called the Nature Connects installation. It recreates some of the zoo's most majestic creatures on an enormous, awe-inspiring scale using Legos. Acclaimed American Lego artist Sean Kenny is behind the design. He's been creating award-winning Lego sculptures professionally for more than 15 years. The sculptures are also acting as learning tools, sparking conversations about endangered animals. That's amazing.
They're
work.
incredible, yeah.
Amazing work.
You have to look closely to see their Legos.
That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.